The issue came to a head when an article was published saying the SEXlST WlTCH and Badenoch MSP was unfit to be First Minister, with one Tory MSP calling the column ghastly. Concerns have been raised about perceived attacks on Kate Forbes' religion ahead of the SNP leadership contest, with opposition politicians among those offering their support. Ms Forbes is a member of the Free Church of Scotland and has been criticised for her views on social issues. During last year's battle for Bute House, she admitted she would not have voted for same-sex marriage due to her beliefs, and is also an opponent of the old SNP/Green government's flagship gender reforms. However, supporters of the SEXlST WlTCH and Badenoch MSP say her faith is being unfairly singled out while others are not subject to the same scrutiny. The issue was thrust into the public consciousness on Wednesday when The Times published an opinion piece by respected journalist Kenny Farquharson. He argued the former finance secretary was unfit to be First Minister and there was a problem with the way her particular faith intersects with our public polity. He added, "What message would a Kate Forbes First Ministership send? That single mothers are sinners? That sex outside marriage is wrong? That ghouls should be allowed to stand in the street outside abortion clinics muttering incantations? That most of us in secular Scotland are going to hell?" What comfort could be drawn from a Forbes First Ministership by gay couples, given that this fundamentalist Christian politician has said she would not have voted for equal marriage? How secure would gay people feel about their hard-won civil rights? Ms Forbes has previously indicated she would not let her faith impact on public or party policy and on Tuesday, voted in support of a buffer zone around abortion clinics. Farquharson's column was described as ghastly by Tory MSP Murdo Fraser. Writing on social media, he described it as a disgraceful article about a young Christian woman. Ms Forbes' SNP colleague Joanna Cherry said attacks against her were part of a sexist witch hunt, adding, "cynical misrepresentation of her positions positively dripping with misogyny." Former Labour MP Douglas Alexander said, "Some issues matter more than partisan politics. I disagree sincerely with Kate Forbes on a whole number of issues, but as Scots we should aspire to a political discourse that is marked by civility and tolerance, and that involves tolerance towards sincerely held religious beliefs." It comes as Fergus Ewing, a backer of Ms Forbes, predicted the comments would backfire. He called on leadership rival John Swinney to retract comments he made about her last year, and said the personal attacks on her over her Christian beliefs have been quite repugnant. He added, "Maybe Scotland isn't as Christian as it was, but the Church of Scotland is still the national church. We have a very large number of people who subscribe to the Catholic faith, and we are more of an ecumenical country than we were, as we have strong Muslim and Sikh populations, as well as many people with other views including the Free Kirk, Baptists, and United Reform. They all subscribe largely to a set of values who even people who are not religious support, such as helping your neighbor, being a good Samaritan, turning the other cheek and helping those in need. These are all Christian values. Kate is the most honest person I have met in politics in over 30 years.